How do they, guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV. And as you know, they've announced 9 players for the upcoming 2021 PDC Premier League, and that leaves one space open, which will be announced at a later date. Now, I do think the upcoming events are going to be vital to seeing who gets this extra space, but I'm going to have a little bit of a debate and a little bit of a go through, put my 2 cents in. Why not? That's what I do. So what I'm going to do, we're going to play keep and remove. I'm going to go through all the people that I've seen regularly come up on the Facebook groups that I go and visit and I look through, all the people that are regularly coming up, and decide to keep or remove them, and then hopefully give my answer for who I would put in that 10th position. Remember, this is my position of who I would put in, not who I'm thinking they're going to put in or who I actually know they're going to. No one knows who they're going to put in yet, so we'll go through them and we'll go one by one. No one's really going on. No one's really going on about me, are they? Just the Edgar Nation maybe, and my mum. But yeah, I had to put myself in there for a minute. That's my channel. Barneveld. So as we may know, Raymond van Barneveld is going to Q School this year. He will be going through the European Q School. In terms of Barneveld getting this position, I think Barneveld had his turn to get this position, which was last year when he went in on his retirement year. I think if he gets back in there, he's going to have to do something new. He can't get in now on previous reputation. Previous reputation got him in the Premier League last year. I don't think it should get him in again. For me, remove him from the equation. He goes on the remove list. Dave Chisnall. Now, as we know, Dave Chisnall had a very, very good World Championship. Proved he can hit the very highest of levels, beating Michael Van Gogh 5-0 in the World Championship. Got to the semi-final. Proven player, definitely one to keep, but it's key to note as well that he didn't have the best of years. It just ended well. So it's that short-term thing that reminds us how good Dave Chisnall really is. So definitely one to keep on the contenders list. James Wade, very, very consistent. He was in my original tips and my original predictions to make the Premier League. He's had a great year. I'm going to put him in the keep section, but I think a weakness for James Wade is, and this ain't a knock, I think the weakness is that I don't think he suits the Premier League. Such things like he hit a 9-dart leg at the World Championships, and for the Premier League they want you to be running around the stage, ripping your shirt off, stage diving into the crowd, you know, on a 9-darter, and he wasn't too bothered about that. I think he's achieved everything he wanted to achieve, and I think now it's about repeating that for him, and I just don't think he's got that fire that the Premier League sort of players would have, especially when we look at some of the players that are coming in. You know, Dimitri Van den Berg is going to be very calm. Jose de Souza, a new player into the Premier League as well, is going to be very calm. Glenn Durrant won't show a lot, and I think when we're looking for someone to show emotion, I don't think James Wade will do that, and I think ability-wise, definitely, but I think could be lacking something on the showing the emotion, and I know it shouldn't make a factor, but it does. Damon Heter, what a season he's had. Great debut season on the PDC Tour. He's only had a tour card for a year, though. I don't think you can be putting him yet. If contenders were still around, 100% this man should be in that, but I don't think he should be in the Premier League as of yet. Look at what it's done to some players in the past. It can ruin players. You won't want to see that. Fallon Sherrick? No. Michael Smith. Now, Michael Smith, we know he's got the ability. He's going to win majors. Hasn't yet, for whatever reason he hasn't. Lots of good semi-finals and finals and great performances. Can bash in 100 average. Is a guy that's probably one of the most unlucky players on the tour. If you look at the amount of times he loses with big averages. But it's definitely got to go in there. He'll show you a bit. He's got the ability. He's got the experience. He's a recognisable face. Definitely has to go on the keep section. Simone Whitlock. Simon, now, a few years ago, when they did the contenders, Simon believed he was going to be that last space, as did a lot of people. A lot of people were very surprised when Simon didn't get it. I just feel maybe the ship sailed on this now for Simon. I mean, he's had a great year. He had a fantastic Grand Slam, even though he shouldn't have been there. I should have beat him. I should have beat him in the final, but I never. He had a fantastic Grand Slam. He had a fantastic World Grand Prix when he came in as a late replacement. I think, in terms of that, I think he's probably had his season. And the benefits of that, for now, I'll put him over here. I think for Simon to get back in the Premier League, it's going to have to be a title win to get him in. I don't think he'll get in on consistent form now, I think. Lastly, Dirk Van Duvenboda. So Dirk is an explosion of talent recently. He's been around on the tour ever since I was on it. We came through like the challenge tours and things together. He lost his card last year and won it back this year and already broke the top 32. A massive rise straight to the top of the game when at one point it looked like it couldn't have gone for him. You know, he had a few health issues, I believe, because he absolutely reeked of deep heat for quite some time. So it looks like they've gone, and do you know what? Going on the principle that we need someone who's got the ability, and going on the principle that we need somebody who's also going to show us and be entertaining at the same time, I think Dirk's got to go into the keep section. So out of the 9 players on the screen right now, guys, these are the 4 players that I've dwindled it down to, and these are the 4 players that I think are the 4 players to watch for who's going to get into the Premier League. However, if you want an answer today, who do I think will be the Premier League last space? I'm giving it to Michael Smith. The guy oozes talent. He's a nice fast pace to watch. He's very recognisable. He's been around for enough time now. And I think with the amount of debutants that are coming into the Premier League, I think they need some more recognisable faces and some more sort of players to beat within that. Michael Smith for me is the pick. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Do you think the 4 that I've dwindled it down to are the 4 that are contending for this place? Maybe it will be announced after the UK Open. The UK Open might come in time, or I believe it's coming after the Masters, which if it does, that will be a huge moment there and a huge event for players to try and get themselves into that position for that final Premier League place. This is my tip as of now. Michael Smith to take the last place. Who are you going for? Let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe to Edgar TV and I'll catch you soon for some more Edgar TV.